kind of an idea, right? Because we put out so many records recently. We put out 4 studio records previous to this in like the past 5 years. And this record just has to be different because LA Guns, we've always kind of written a diverse bunch of rock and roll styles. And the last record we did, Black Diamonds, kind of started leaning in this direction. So, now is the time to kind of come up for some air and write a real rock and roll album. And just using, some of those influences that, kind of get pushed aside when we're making like a real focused, heavy LA Guns record. And that comes from the stuff that, Phil and I listened to when we were young, the only stuff that was out, and that was like the, pre-disco, post-hippie, and all that stuff in between, Joe Walsh's James Gang, Parliament, Led Zeppelin, always, Hendrix and with various AM soulful rock music, so, and also I happened to be in a very good mood when I got the message and I got the deadline to turn the record in, and I was in a very upbeat kind of place in my life. And so I mean, I kind of went in with the intention, which doesn't always mean that's what's going to happen, because I get the deadline, I freak the fuck out, what am I going to do? And then comes the first day of sitting down to actually write, which is absolutely terrifying. It's like, oh my God, there is nothing written or recorded and I have 11 to go. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, reading Moby Dick. It's like, oh my God, it's like, this massive task. But it's also my hobby, so it's like, I can't wait to get started and see what comes out.